Well, the first thing you do is buy something, right? What do you want to buy? $1 million is a lot of money. What do you want to buy now? You buy a house, right? That's great. That's a great purchase. Then what do you do then what do you do?
So fun. I haven't had a chance to do this yet, and I absolutely want to. I'm going to try to do it in the next week or two. But basically, she's like, set aside a day, go to the library, go to whatever section interests you. For her, she was saying it was art, and pick up anything that interests you for longer than 3 seconds. She says to shoot between like 5 to 8 books. And then go and sit down with your 5 to 8 books. And basically what you're trying to do is activate your short form and your long form decision making. So in the short form, it's looking at a book and deciding in 3 seconds if it looks interesting to you or not. In the long form, it's actually cracking open the book and deciding whether you want to continue reading the book or not. If it's not interesting to you, put it down. Another thing that I would 100% encourage you to do with any of my episodes, if it's not interesting to you, put it down, move on. This is about building up your own taste and your own agency over the things that you consume. You don't have to force yourself to read through an entire book that you hate. Life is too short. And of course, in the whole process of doing this, take notes. Take pictures of the things that you're reading, take down quotes, make note of the author's name. Literally anything you want to document, you document. You can do this analog, you can do it digitally, whatever, however you want to do this. But an algorithm, and you go and you make these decisions for yourself. I just think it can show you how much power you actually do have in this whole process. And it is probably inevitable that you will pick up some things that don't speak to you at all, that feel super boring to you. It is not going to be instant gratification, and I think that is a really, really good thing. And I guess to give you a tangible example to kind of wrap this up, this podcast itself, I am doing probably so inefficiently. Like, I had a couple of comments asking me like what my process is for filming these episodes and getting all the memes and Tumblr screenshots and whatnot for video, and I have to tell you, it takes me so long. It takes me such a long time. I enjoy the process. Sometimes I don't though. You know, like sometimes I will film an entire segment and something goes wrong with the file, or I don't like the way that I said something, and sometimes I will literally say a sentence 12 times because I'm not liking the way that I say it. There are definitely things about the process that I have tried to make as convenient as possible for me to ensure that I am actually showing up for myself in the way that I want to show up for myself. But yeah, a good portion of this is really not convenient. And one more thing that I want to say before I log off is that this podcast, if you are watching on YouTube, is also on Spotify, Apple, all of the podcast listening apps. So if you are not into